Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today I'm going to tie a jig head quill body mayfly nymph, and the hook that I'm using comes from Hemingway's or frostyfly.com. It is a barbless jig fly hook. It's a size 16 with HCJ110. You can see the hooks are, the eye is turned and bent there a little bit to accommodate the jig head. I have a 2.3 millimeter tungsten olive bead on there. It's not a slotted one, it doesn't have to be. It goes on there, you got plenty of eye space there. I'm going to use black thread, and this is 70 denier 8/0 thread. Just going to start that thread behind the eye, and we're going to bring that down to the end of the flat part, maybe slightly around that bend there. Going to use barred flank feathers, and since I'm using the strip peacock quill, which is dark, I'm going to select a teal flank feathers. They're a little bit dark also. I'm just going to take, I'm going to take a decent amount of these, maybe a dozen or so. That might look like a lot, but when you consider the tail, just that little bit, it really isn't a whole lot. We want that tail to be about maybe the length of the hook shank. Go ahead and secure this. I'm going to put a wrap underneath the tail. And we'll break off the excess. I'm going to leave my thread up there about midway. Going to take the stripped peacock herl. We're going to tie that in. And we're going to run that thread back right to the tail once again and bring that thread forward. We're going to bring it about 3/4 of the way, and then we can wrap that strip peacock herl. This is going to have a very skinny body. Back that one off just a little bit. And with this strip peacock herl, you can actually go further than is needed because it is so skinny, and then you can tie that down. And break that off. Put the remainder on the side for another one. Now we're going to bring our thread back about 1/3 the hook shank. Now for legs, I'm going to take the that teal feather once again, and I'm going to take a larger group of them this time. And remembering that the tips are very thin, so I have about 1 inch worth there. You have a natural curve on there, so I'm going to tie that natural curve in the up position. I'm going to tie them in and they'll split there a little bit. We want our legs to come back 1/2 to 3/4 the length of the body there. We can use this for a wing case. For the thorax, I'm going to go ahead and take some this dark olive SLF synthetic living fiber. This is a little difficult to dub on there. You can see it can't make a real tight noodle with it. We get up to that bead and we're going to go ahead and divide those legs. Oh. Got those legs divided pretty good there. I'm going to go ahead and trim off those couple short ones. I'm going to take just another small pinch of the dark olive SLF. And those legs will appear to come about in the middle. Take our wing case and fold that over. When you fold it over, you want to make sure that it kind of lays flat, just like that. Could hold that down in place. I'm going to remove that excess, nice and close. Going to take a little bit of dark olive dubbing that's a little easier to dub. Get a nice, much skinnier noodle on there. This is actually super fine. Just to hide that black thread. Even if I was using a thread that was olive, I would still do that to hide it. And pull that tight. Take away that thread. I'm going to take my head cement, get some right on the front there. I'm going to put a little bit on the wing case, and you can get a little bit on the body, quill body. Here we have an olive jig head quill body nymph. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please check out my sponsors. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.